Alright, hello everyone, I'm Ratman Horatio, and we're doing more Noita today. If I expect interruptions, because on my way to my setup today, I was interrupted by a bee, hornet, and or wasp of some description, or perhaps a particularly large beetle. Long story short, it is somewhere. I don't know where. But in the process of setting up the stream, it has picked up the habit of trying to land on my back, and that is not cool. So I'm dealing with that while trying to do stuff. Isn't life grand? Alright. We've still got Twitch integration on, so that'll continue to do Twitch integration things. That wand has a respectable capacity. Swamp potion. It's like being in a horror movie. I keep having to check behind me. Terrible. Awful. I no longer wish for this to be a thing. Potion. Not potion. Bone dust pouch. So can I just walk into the dust? Yeah, I can. How bizarre. Why must the poison rock exist? Whatever, it's fine. It's another high-capacity wand. Shuffle's a little less than favorable, but better than nothing. Polymorphine. Can I mix mud with, Yeah, I can. However, mix swamp. Which is a bit of a pity, but... we can, in fact, leave. We're not going to. Oh, no. Oh, that's invisibilium. Currency. There's a chest up there. We definitely want that. Ah, wand. These wands are identical. Every single stat is the same, except the spells that are on them. That is really weird. I'm not gonna lie. And you maybe don't, Mr. Fire Wizard. He's still over there being intimidating. I don't know what Fizzle does, all I know is that it's probably bad. Take care of all the oil. Ocean, maybe rock. Well, not rock, but a... Oh yeah, technically a rock. Gunpowder. Oh, that's... Another one of those hallways, you know? Hallway full of nightmares. Another wand. Very good cast delay. Recharge time is fairly good. Hello. Is your name just Eat Speak Games? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Alright, what are the stats on that? Cast delay fine, recharge time... Almost the best out of any wand I've found so far. Capacity is a little poor, max mana is fine, it's got okay recharge. Spread is annoying, but can be mitigated via spells. I think this will be a good start. I'll need to replace it with something better, or... really put those spells to use. Yes, it happens very frequently. Back whenever I used to... I guess... I have a Twitter account where I talk about the streams and whatnot. And, when I was posting there about the whole streaming thing, I kept getting offered, like, hey, would you like some graphics design? And they join and try to derail my stream by trying to sell me graphics design. I mean, more power to them, I guess. Shoot your shot and all that, but man, that does not appease the rat. What a bunch of nerds. I mean, given how things are for artists these days, I can't exactly blame them. The only issue I have is it's just like, okay, here's a portfolio. I'm like, great. This is identical to the last 6 I've seen. In fact, I see some overlap in end results. Are you not actually showing me your work, and are you just showing me a potential portfolio? Just like, oh yeah, I do stuff like this. Okay, then what do you actually do? Well, no one's ever hired me. Maybe because you don't show any work. It is the weirdest thing. I don't fully understand it myself, but maybe it's better that I don't. Stick of dynamite. It's adorable. How about another? Perfect. Zircium. I'd rather have that than the polymorphine. I don't know where that poly went. It went somewhere, and that terrifies me. It's another potion. You really just gonna shoot at me? Oh, it's that dude. That's a problem. No, healing ghosts. It's less of a problem. It's still an issue. Alright, that lantern denoted what I'll call a very dangerous enemy. An enemy I don't want to deal with. As I'm getting my shit pushed in by a throw. That's life, isn't it? That dude with the lantern casts curses. Poly can make you go out of the holy mountain. Well, that's normal polymorphine. It, turns me into a sheep. Chaotic poly is the more, generally speaking, dangerous one. What is... I want to go into the portal yet. Why is there just a bunch of copper right there? Oh, because world gen. Alright. I'm gonna go farther left and check out more, but at the same time, I've got a respectable amount of money and I've got some wands. Interesting. There's saw projectile. I don't think that's Giga disc. Yeah, that's just disc. Turn, homebringer, teleport, bubble spark, spitter bolt. Interesting stuff here. Let's take a look at my perks. Can you? Maybe don't. Projectile repulsion field. Most projectiles are repulsed. That will make this much easier. Additional item in every holy mountain you haven't discovered yet. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Alright, so what do I want to work with? What can I work with? Well, luminous drill is an easy grab. Oh, this isn't a shuffle wand. If I can get a chainsaw, I might be able to get some work out of this one. This will be interesting. I want to build up this wand. But for now, I need to do other things. Still works, though. Indeed, it does. Now for the risky part. I need to do wand customization. This would be an okay storage wand. Let's put extra stuff there if I get craft anywhere. Eh. Alright, I can work with that for now. Set this to be the bomb one for now. Use it mostly outside of combat. That vote is coming up quick. And the reality is it's just something I can work with for now. I need more spells, I need different spells. I need more things to work with. Oh, boomerang spells. Hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna head right first. And we're met with a wall, and I don't have enough digging potential to get through there easily. Range is a little lackluster, but that might be in part due to the boomerang spells pulling the shots back towards me. That's what I was worried about. Why is the slime not extinguishing the lava? It should be. It should be. Something out there. Shop chainsaw? No chainsaw, but there is a teleport. We can use that for mobility. It's a bit expensive, but hey, I need it. Avoid teleporting creatures. I can't wait for a big dude to teleport point blank to me. He's got a wand. There's a wand down there. Okay, I think I can get through there. Yep, there's a little spot here. Alright, you know what? I have TNT for a reason. Apparently to blow myself up. Very good. There's a worm nearby. That's Spark Bolt. Spark Bolt can come in handy. It's not great. No, that's kind of a lie. It is very good, but... if he couldn't teleport... I'm so upset that the luminous drill didn't cut the wire, cut the chain. Reduced recharge time is very nice. Bit expensive. I'll need an ad mana, but better than nothing. Some gold on the ground. Not much, but some. A random homunculi. Ah, yes, double the games. Twice the pride, double the fall. Alright. Shuffle's annoying, but it should be fine. General stats on this aren't great. But I can work with it. Oh, the recharge. Yeah, the mana recharge is terrible. Alright, never mind then. Mana recharge on this one is actually acceptable, right? Yeah, it's not great, but I can work with it. I'd really rather not work with it, but we have what we have. Yeesh. I don't have the best wands to work with. I'd need a chainsaw or something else to really make it feasible to work with these. Bouncing spells, that might be interesting, but I intend on going Giga Saw, so that's not good. No more shuffle, and crit plus. No more shuffle would make it easier to find a wand. Critical plus is just critical plus. Go ahead and grab that. He's got a wand. He's got a weapon. I kind of want it. We yoink the spells off of this wand. I no longer need it. Oh dear, barrel rain. Money. What a terrible wand. Alright, this has 2 slots. It's non-shuffle. Great. Wonderful. Can you maybe don't? Castellet 0.1, 0.05. Okay, this one just has better recharge time when compared to this gold one. We're gonna throw teleport bolt on that. We still need dynamite, which is a shame. We could do that. This one is gonna be a pain in the ass to work with. It's got low max mana and low recharge. It's got better recharge than this, but every other stat is worse. Ah, hell with it. Good enough. Really? Improve ones. A lovely thing. It gave this multicast, didn't... No? Is that just what happened to the rate of fire with it? Perhaps. Oh, my homunculus, go! I believe in you. Commit combat. In my name. That is very bad. I shouldn't be chasing this wizard down, but here we are. Thank you, projectile repulsion field. You are the best. Always cast Circle of Fervor. Interesting. There's a worm. Quickly drink its blood. What a shame. He was a good man. Rotten way to die. Ooze. To answer what I'm doing, I'm trying to generate more blood. Goodbye, TNT. Alright, I can't seem to get much more worm blood, so we'll drink what we can and get out of here. There's a turret. I didn't, you know, something I didn't take into account that is actually coming into play is this repulsion field increases the effective projectile speed of my attacks here, because those are projectiles and they are within the field. It's bone dust. humorous. It's the hand statue. There's another wand. That... Spark bolt with trigger is a great thing to find. Hey, Exali, thanks for stopping by. Now, spark bolt with trigger in and of itself isn't the... Oh, okay. Isn't the exciting part. It's what I can do with spark bolt with trigger. If I get multicast, I can use that to do some funny things. There's a wand there. I want to see it. I know what I want to understand it. How did that go through solid object? Excuse me. Get out of my way! Oh, cursed spheres? Fire trail is kind of worthless, and formation pentagon is a good way to get myself hit. This would be better. It's actually pretty good as is, to be entirely honest, but this would be better if it didn't, if it was more capacity. The spell on it isn't particularly great, and the Circle of Fervor, while nice, can't really be facilitated well here. At least I don't think so. Maybe someone who's better at the game could figure out a way, but for now I don't have a choice. Alright, energy orb with a trigger is interesting. It's nice. What are my options? Extra perk, attract gold. Well, this will be nice. I often find myself cowering in corners, so that'll bring the money to me. Oh boy, time for wand crafting. We're never going to use fire trail. We're never going to use formation pentagon because I don't like it. I don't trust it. And there's the problem with that. You see, a problem this has is that, also, haha, I see. Is that it just removes all mana instantly. If I get rid of that... The fire rate drops significantly, but... To what end? What am I trying to accomplish here? I could just do this, Spark Bolt. Oh, loot. Nice. Wand. Oh, hey. Well, we'll look at that in a second proper. I could do this, and this would just have a spark bolt that just puts out a luminous drill. That would be very, very nice and very convenient. And it only works on here because it doesn't have the, shuffle. I could force it to work by doing this and just having a high-speed luminous drill. No, not you, this. And that just puts out a ton of spark bolts with trigger, and it will do luminous drills, which could work. Never not spooky. I could actually do Spark Bolt with Spark Bolt too. No, it's better if I stop getting distracted. Grab the refresh, I'm not going to need it for anything else. What are you? Spells to power. Interesting. I don't need it, but I want it. What do I do here? If I have it set up like this, it'll do Spark Bolt into mana problems, right? That has weird wrapping issues, alright. Put that to the side. Ah, yes. Oil. What do I want here? No. Engine spheres are nice, they do good damage, but they're not what I want for this time around. I want to keep as many of the energy spheres as I can, and I want to keep these cursed bolts because they may be useful someday. Actually, hold on. I hate the way the UI works sometimes. I've put those there, and then put the refresher on it. How's the mana expenditure? The accuracy is terrible. Why is the accuracy so bad? See, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm interested in. Do these have, like, soft homing or something, or do they have naturally poor spread? They have terrible natural spread. Alright, I see the problem. Alright, let's pull these back into the... This is probably still my best option. This does have Shufflecast 2, so that's annoying, but... better than nothing. Recharge time on this is very, very annoying. Yeah, we'll just ditch it. Well, things got polymorphed. Side of my control. I mean, this is essentially now just a wand of Spark Bolt. It's a very consistent thing. The damage isn't good, but I can work with it. Probably. Maybe. Possibly. The Luminous Drill on it, I literally just have it there for the effect. Everything else about it isn't great, but it's there. I like this wand. I like it a lot. Please? Sometimes you can double-click spells in the place, sometimes you can't. Alright, I think I can work with that. I need to be careful now that I put a cursed cloud there. Yeah, that lightning will be able to hurt me. Alright, it's cleared out. This is the smart thing to do would be to have this wand with nothing but bubble sparks on it and just use this to occasionally put out bubble sparks. Frustrating. Yeah, sure, whatever. Is this a good setup? No. Is it the setup I'm going with? Yes. And this is the problem. I didn't get a super overtuned wand before Hisi Base. Now I've got this to worry about. Well, I've been through worse. That wasn't my best start to Hisi Base, but I've definitely had worse starts to Hisi Base. Liquid vacuum. And interesting, liquid vacuum field will probably get me killed, and that makes this spell, that wand, entirely unusable in the final boss since there's liquid magma everywhere. There we go. I'd like to thank Curse Bolt for doing Curse Bolt things. That is a fantastic thing to find. That makes it very worthwhile. We're going to take that. Freezing liquid. Freezing vapors, correction. We're gonna leave that there. Alright, we need to get out of here sooner rather than later. I'd like to find a chainsaw, if I could be so bold as to request such a thing from Vigigame. Another wand. Chainsaw? No chainsaw. Bounce. Triple scatter is also a nice thing to find. Unfortunately, it makes me have to choose between triple scatter and the triple spell. I could just dump my mobility wand. I could. It's not a good idea. I really, really shouldn't do it. I'm doing it anyways. Oh, liquidant. That Curse Thunderbolt really does a lot of damage. Chuckles, I'm in danger. Ha ha. He's got a wand. I don't know what kind of wand that is, but that's a wand all the same. Dormant crystal with trigger and electric charge. Wand is interesting, the rest of it is kind of nothing. Nope, just go straight down quickly into the portal. Ooh. Chainsaw? No chainsaw. You have healing bolt. Oh, hey, look, Giga disc projectile. We'll grab that in a second. Greed, plague rats, and invisibility. Invisibility makes the game much, much easier, and will almost guarantee victory here, but I'm taking plague rats. Bullet time. Alright, so, who's ready for some poor decision making? I am. So cursed spheres are fun. They do a lot of damage, and I appreciate that about them. But they're a bit hard to use, so I'm gonna get rid of all but one of them. I have the most mixed feelings about Giga Disc Projectile. Why? It frightens me. Alright, what do we need? We need to take these two. Those are going to be vital for our shenanigans later. Triple cast. Giga Disc. Need this. This wand is going to have trouble, but it'll be okay. And that's the problem with the Giga Disc. They like to fly everywhere. I'd like to get some homing on this. It'd make it incredibly expensive, but... Don't need that. Don't need bounce. This wand is kind of unremarkable. The spells cast in capacity being 4 is neat. I suppose I could put a bunch of bubble sparks on there or something. But, no thank you. That recharge time on it makes it unsavory. Projectile gravity. Extra gravity. Ugh. Okay, that helps with the fire rate. Mana is a bit of a problem. But, it'll be fine. That's just spark. We're gonna get rid of this. Wand. Please pick up... Oh, right. We are in session, in essence, using this as a storage wand now. That is still a very safe combat wand. Alright, time for the run to actually start. We're going to be Giga Discing. Why? Because I like losing, apparently. I swear they have light homing on you. I know they're supposed to boomerang, but... Plasma Beam, Death Cross, Venomous Curse, Earthquake Shot. That is a very strange thing to find. Oh, that's my rat. The thrill of the Giga Disc. the safest thing that can happen with the Giga Discs is, on deployment, they instantly stick into an enemy. Terrifying. Kind of like that, but, oh boy, acid trail. Acid trail on shots means I'm going to be effectively dissolving the levels as I shoot, which is, spooky. That's why. The acid can hurt me, I'm not acid-proof. Also, the gas is toxic. Flour. My ratty boys doing ratty things. What are my potions? I have a gunpowder potion. I don't really have a way to get through that wall conveniently. I could try to gunpowder it, but and you maybe don't. What are you? Double spells. I can work with this. That'll be actually very good. Oh. Well, that's never not terrifying. I don't think I have enough health to survive a Giga Disc. We could fungal shift, but I'm not really feeling it right now. Come on, drill. Drill, baby, drill. And no drill, no chainsaw. Damage plus is just more damage. That'd be a welcome thing to take. We could do plasma. We could replace the Giga Discs with plasma, but the plasma is the meme of the channel here. It's part of what we do. We will always go for Giga Disc. And apparently there's one above Giga Disc that we will eventually attempt to get, but for now, we don't have a choice. Want you, don't want you. Energy Sphere with timer is interesting. And that's Energy Orb with trigger. This is very good for digging, oddly enough. And I've been slimed. Fantastic. Let's get rid of these. I like them, don't get me wrong, but I want to move away from them. Never mind. I was gonna move to this new one, but the recharge is terrible. Oh, god damn it. I need that. Do you mind? There we go. Drop these once again. None of these are terrifying to me at the moment, so I don't have to rush. I want to do something with Plasma Trail, but for now, we're fine without. Venomous Curse could be interesting. Sea of Oil. Yeah, that just spawned a bunch of oil elsewhere. That's fine by me. This would get me killed. This is neat, but no thank you. And I've learned my lesson from you. Now, this is a very good wand. I like this wand. I can no longer use it, however, it's kind of fallen behind. You know what? Let me go ahead and do this. Hold on, what's all casting whenever I do this? So that casts literally everything. We can dig with this. Potentially. This is probably still better for the sake of digging, but... Hold on, now I need to check. I don't think Boom is that spooky right now. Remove liquids might be mildly annoying, but... That's fine, it's fine. Oh yeah, this is Shuffle. Annoying. Alright, we're gonna use this wand to dig. I'm going to yeet this wand. Although this wand isn't bad, it's actually pretty good. I don't feel like working with the shuffle on it. It's actually probably the best one I've found so far. Funnily enough. Of course it's Boom. Oh good, this area is strong enough to avoid the explosion. Very good. I should probably rip the spark bolts from here, but having a wand that is literally just... This does damage with no extra guff to it is really nice. High mana low capacity, fungal disease, and longer levitation. I like fungal disease for the pure meme of it, but it has the minor issue of, this can and will get me killed. Free roll. Item radar, exploding gold, exploded gold. That will probably get me killed at some point, but I think it's funny, so we're taking it. Chaotic Poly. Let's not and say we didn't, shall we? Nope, nope, I need to run. That thing doesn't scale right. Absolutely terrifying. My rats! I forgot the rats are down there. Yeah, that's right, Ratty. I believed in you all along. No, what? Why did it spray acid this way? Cease and desist. I'd like to not be on fire. Everything's exploding. This is terrible. Oh, a shield. I'm glad the rats are okay. I know I can go through that pipe. There's a wand. That is an interesting looking wand. There's another wand over there. Large spitter bolt with timer. This is very good. The wand itself is actually fairly interesting. Eldritch portals, triple, always Giga black hole. Not shuffle, Castellet is okay, mana I can work with. That's... Oh, that's good. Now the problem, the threat, TM, is whether or not the Giga Black Hole can and will harm me. If it doesn't, that's great. If it does, this is a suicide wand. I want this wand. I want this wand really badly, but I also want these large spitter bolts with timer because they're useful. They reduce Castellet and have minor increases on spread. I want that wand more. Not you, Mr. Knifeman. Cast a large quantity of Giga discs. Ah. He's stuck over there. Okay, can I weasel my way through here? Not really. Oh, right, this has become a more difficult situation. I really wish it wasn't. Something over there, don't know what. Ocean. Berserkium? Pheromones. Pheromones have quite a few usage, some niche, some less so. That guy's a problem, as always. It's fine, and we're through. Fantastic. Where's that fire coming from? Excuse me? What? You're not supposed to be here. Chainsaw. No chainsaw. Heavy shot is interesting, but we can't afford it anyways. Cordyceps is always fun, but perk lottery. There isn't one after this, is there? Like Cordyceps. Even more anarchy whenever we get a kill. Personal gravity field. Alright, that's unfortunate. Unironically gonna hide in here for a second. We don't want these. Want that. I can't believe we're using Luminous Drill for this, but Luminous Drill it is. We're working with what we have, not with what we don't. Now, the smart thing to do, the incredibly smart thing to do, would be to... replace Giga Disc. Giga Disc is too dangerous to be left on a wand, but we're gonna keep it. Why? I don't know. Alright, this is very likely to get me killed. But, I need to test it out. I need to know. I need to see. I want to know. Oh yeah, this casts black hole. Yeah, I figured Steve would get upset with that. Look, Stevari... I need you to understand, Stevari. It's for your own good. This is fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, this is a bit uncontrollable, so I'm gonna remove Giga Disc to remove the uncomfortable bits from it, and I'm just gonna, you know, I'm just gonna put everything. Go away. Alright, this wand is essentially just... goes out, and then everything else just kind of happens. I really shouldn't, but I'm going to. Hi-ho for Giga and the nightmares along the way. Terrifying. Glad to be a part of it. Let's not and say we didn't. Gonna steal that. Interesting. Can you maybe don't? This causes me pain. Yeah, sure. And then if things happen, we just whip this out and send out a haywire nightmare. Yeah, sure. I don't want those prickly spores. Don't ask me why. I send the nightmare that way. Trapped by my own black hole. It's fine. This is fine. Nothing to worry about. What are you? Ball lightning, horizontal path. I don't even want to pick you up. Just put those over there. Bomb rain would be terrible. Remove ground. Oh no. It had to be a polymorph wizard. That was such a good run, and then just polymorphed. What a pity. What a shame. He was a good man. It really was a rotten way to die. Alright, if you'd be so kind as to give me just a moment, just a second. You know, maybe I'm just not feeling right today. I think there's something up with me. Maybe it's the uncertainty of whatever it was that was flying behind me. I don't know. I'm gonna call it exceptionally early today. It'll be a short one. Just one run. One good run, anyways. Sorry I can't do more today. I guess I'm just having a time. In the meantime, thank you all for stopping by. Discord, Twitter, YouTube for VODs, Twitch for live, and yeah. Yeah. Alright, go check out, who's for today? Oh, Peluso. Oh, Peluso's a good pick. He's currently doing a co-op stream with The Girthburger in State of Decay 2. Hope you have fun with that. Yeah. See you all next time.